right, we are back one more time.
Yeah.
Time to turn it up. Special day in the village. We have a very special guest here for us, Mr. Jason C. Louder.
Bless up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blessings, King.
How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm always wonderful, bro.
Amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Life, every day is just something new, right?
It is something new.
It's like every day now, I'm excited to wake up. I'm just like, what's going to happen today?
Yeah. Like every day is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. I get the credit. All right, let's go.
Word. Man, thank you, brother, for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Much blessings.
Thank you.
You know, big fan of your work. Just really excited to have you here and to hear your story.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? As an ATLian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Repping the A all the way.
All the way.
All day. Yeah. And, you know, just from talking to you before, it's just amazing all the silver linings that our histories have and how it all kind of comes full circle.
Absolutely.
You know, when you have a sit down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's always good to see the revelation.
Right.
Yeah.
But for those who don't know, you've had some pretty big things going on of late.
Blessings.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw that out there. I know you had a significant role in Black Lightning.
Yes.
2 bits.
2 bits.
Yes, sir.
Bits.
And even more recently, you played a major role in the Wu-Tang season on Hulu.
Yeah, season 1, Wu-Tang, an American Saga, man. Truly
Yeah, man. Both of those are epic.
Yeah.
Already, that's epic.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Crank it up one time.
Yeah, and I'm truly blessed to just like be a part of like you said that those 2 powerful stories. Like one being the Wu-Tang that actually, you know what I'm saying, the story that we grew up with this group. You know what I'm saying? We grew up watching them, loving the music. But being changed by the culture, they transform the culture. So it's like, wow, I get to be a part of this story, this history, our history. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow.
Well, that's amazing because I'm sure it gave you so many more insights.
Yeah.
And it really, like, you was front and center to be able to see the story from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
And to participate in all the nuances of getting it right, you know? So was you a Wu-Tang fan back in the day?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I got the first tape, you know what I'm saying? Into the 36 chambers, baby. I got the first cassette tape.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, but you were born and raised here in Atlanta.
ATL. Yes.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about growing up.
So, you know what, essentially, I'm an ATLian. Came out in 76.
Okay.
But my parents, man, you know, they came from South Georgia. Wanted to have a better life, you know what I'm saying, for us, you know what I'm saying, for me, my brother, and my sister. So we grew up in this neighborhood called Point Ridge. That's right on Flat Shoals Road, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, growing up, just as a child, man, just having that regular, you know, we could go outside, go play, stay out.
Man, those days are like long gone. You can't even let kids just go outside and play no more.
You can't. Street lights come on. Okay, it's time to go inside. You know what I'm saying? But like we, you know, they had a very happy and wholesome, you know what I'm saying, childhood, and you know that shifted from there into college, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was just a beautiful story, man. I'm truly blessed. Truly blessed when my parents kind of laid me down that foundation.
Right.
And gave me all that I needed to be I guess, a more productive, you know what I'm saying, individual, productive citizen, if you will.
Yes, sir.
But just a human becoming.
Well, you know, a lot of us don't have the opportunity to have that balance of the male and female, you know, figures in the home. So that's a blessing just in itself to have a good relationship with both of your parents and to have that, to learn what it means to exist in that type of relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, definitely leads to, well, I think the studies have shown most kids who are born with both parents and they grow up, they're more likely to get married and stay married than those, you know, single parent.
Yeah, and it's like you said, the example, the example that's being set, and you know, every day isn't like lights and bubbles, but it's like, you know, you get to see how I got to see how, you know, okay, this is a struggling, they struggling in this area, and
right.
to see where, okay, fixes were made or adjustments were made, and okay, they made this work or this didn't work, and all right, bounce back from that. You know what I'm saying? But then to see like, okay, it was their love for each other that kind of like made the most. It was like the most important glue. That was the glue. It was like, oh wow, you know what? You can sustain a very healthy relationship. It don't have to be, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna always be rainbows, but
right. So you should be married now, then, huh?
You know what? That's coming. That's coming soon. Coming soon to a theater near you.
Yeah. Does that mean you have a special someone, or does that mean that that's what you're looking forward to?
Definitely a special someone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we're creating what we want as far as a relationship is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like not having to subscribe to the traditional ideas of Western culture. You know what I'm saying? We still get to create what we want.
That's right. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir. So, when I saw you play the role in Wu-Tang, I said to myself, this guy's a Jamaican. Are you telling me that you have no Caribbean roots?
No Caribbean roots. But you know what? Here's the thing. So what I was able to like draw from were like my grandparents, or my great grandparents. So on my dad's side, there's deep roots, and my mom's side, roots in the Gullah-Geechee culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, that's Caribbean. That there's a tie. That's a tie that binds us. You know what I'm saying? Or connection.
Right.
So it's like, all right, we are diasporic. So I'm like, so I'm listening to them talking. I'm like, one of my good friends, one of the brothers in the rap group, he's from Jamaica, and I'm like, yo, hold on,
right.
My great grandma, she said the same thing. Like, that's an interesting. Y'all have some of the same, you know what I'm saying, intonations and some of the same. I'm like, wow.
It might be the same tribe.
Maybe the same tribe.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's like that, we're from all over the place.
Absolutely.
And even if you just take one line, your mom's side, that's going to branch out to so many different places. So at the end of the day, you got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Hot somewhere along the line.
We connected.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I want to go back a little bit more because, I'm just always interested to know how people got started acting. And where did the transformation take place? Some people is like they plan to be actors, and then some people they kind of fall into it through their experience. So when you was growing up in school, did you have your mindset, I'm going to be an actor when I grow up, or was you doing something else?
Oh man, totally something else. Like I said, we talked. Like I was gonna play. I was gonna go to Georgetown University. I was gonna play for the Hawks. I went to Mike Fratello's basketball. I went to the Hawks basketball camp. I went to Georgia Tech basketball camp.
Couldn't tell you nothing.
I was like, yo, I'm going, mama. Hey, we going. I'm going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So that dream was cut short. When I got cut in my junior year of high school, man, got cut, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay, all right, reset, or recalibrate. So I'd been writing poetry, you know what I'm saying, and then I was like, hey, you know what? I can kind of turn this into some rap, you know what I'm saying? So met up with some, not even met up, but I was like, yo, these young guys in my neighborhood, I was like, yo, man, y'all want to do a rap group? And they were like, yeah. So I used to write everybody's rhymes, then we would do showcases and Sharon Showcase.
Shout out to Sharon Showcase.
Shout out to
Sharon Showcase.
Yes, we rocked it. We did a couple of showcases, man, and got some production, some producers. There's one producer in general, but man. So that kind of spent into high school, and I was like, all right, met this other MC, Kelly Love Jones. She was like from New Orleans, and was like, yo, I got a group. You rap too? Like, let's merge. And so that merged into something else. It was called Understatement. That was the name of our group, Understatement. Before that, it was FBI, Future Black Inspirations. And so then that rolled into me going to college, meeting up with some guys from Savannah, creating another group, Unknown Seeds. And they had already actually been formed. So they, Unknown Seeds. Once again, we did some music, college, did our thing, came back to Atlanta, rocking the underground scene, met up with another group, Cult of Icon.
Right.
That, got bigger than life, and deal went bad, and so it's kind of like, all right, let's do our thing, and then cats started getting married, started having babies, and once time started catching up, so it's kind of like, all right, we gotta shift, we gotta reshift, and one of the guys in the group, he was like, yo, you are hype man, so why don't you try to act? And I was just kind of like, I don't know. He was like, go to this audition. I went to the audition, and at Georgia State. He was like, yo, Shaka Zulu's sister's having an audition at Georgia State. You should go. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went. They were like, all right, here's the size. And I'm like, all right, what I'm supposed to do? They were like, oh, you green. And I'm like, yeah. So they was like, all right, read this. Sit down. We'll call you up. They called me into the room, and we just started reading back and forth. And it was like, yo, whoa, what's going on?
Right.
This shit is real.
Right.
Excuse my French, but it was like, yo. And so the next person, she was like, hey, can you read mine? And I was like, yeah. So I read that one. What? The next person was like, can you read mine? I was like, yeah. She's like, can you use a Jamaican accent? I was like, yeah. And so I was thinking about my homeboy. I was like, I'm gonna channel him.
Right.
Did that. So then the director of the theater program, Dr. Charlene Holmes, she called me and she was like, hey, you got cast in all of them. And I was like, wow. She was like, but I'm not gonna let you do that because you never acted before, and that would be unfair for not only you but for all of them. So you can choose two. So I chose the one with Shaka Zulu's sister. Shout out to Dr. Asante Wasuni Ali. She wrote this thing called the piece called Our Liberated Justice, and it was about her family. And they were former Black Panthers. And they got her parents had got I guess they kind of blamed them or they tried to pin them for robbing a Brinks truck. And so so that story was powerful. Yeah, it was super powerful. And then the other piece I did was called Salam, and it was about this Muslim terrorist. So I played the Muslim terrorist. Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but he was in transition because he had died and he was on his way to I guess to heaven. And so he was like kind of pleading for his life.
That's interesting. Yeah. So both of those jobs, what kind of medium was that?
That was theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I tell people like acting. That's how acting found me. I really believe that it found me because right that day it was like at that audition I was like, this it right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's go.
Right.
Let's go. So
I mean, you clean house the first day.
Yeah.
So that was just like a perfect fit, right?
Truly perfect fit.